Okay, so let's get started with the Guolin walk, or wind walking, or the Qigong walk, healing walk. It's known by lots of names. It was actually brought about by a lady called Professor Guo Lin, and she was diagnosed with terminal cancer of the pancreas. And as a Qigong teacher, she developed this particular exercise. She survived it. She did eventually die, but she beat all of the odds and lived for a good number of years afterwards, and had great results with opening her own cancer clinic. So I also work with people with terminal illness, chronic illness and cancer, and in any of my kind of healing clinics, Qigong healing clinics and health Qigong, I always introduce the Guolin walk. So the mechanics of it and what's really happening is basically we're creating, through our breath, we're creating some space between all of our internal organs. And then, so basically we're lifting up all of our frame. I'll talk you through it and how we do it, but we're lifting up all of our frame, so lifting up all of our internal organs, creating a little bit of space between them, and then turning them, and then dropping them down again. So if you can imagine all of your organs stretching up, turning around, plopping down, lifting up, turning round, plopping down. So what we're doing is we're exercising and creating space for the blood to flow, for oxygen to get through, for nutrients to get through, and for qi to flow. So the Guolin walk, I'm going to talk you through actually what it is. In fact, I'll just show you first. So, so it's really the two breaths in that are pulling up, and they need to be kind of tight breaths. And if you just do that breath, you'll find that your whole body kind of goes duh, duh. So, and as we step, so we're stepping out, so it's those two breaths in that are really lifting up the internal organs. So just try that breath, two breaths, two sharp breaths in, and you feel the body lift. Now what we're doing really is, as we're stepping, and we're stepping out onto the heel, so we don't bring that body weight forwards yet, so we're stimulating the nervous system through the heel and rolling the foot forwards. So we're lifting up, and then we're turning the waist to the same direction as the foot. So if it's left foot forward, you're turning to the left. We're going to do it on both feet anyway, so it doesn't matter if you started on the right. And turning the waist, you've got to make sure you turn this core. Yeah, so don't just bring the arms around. Have the arms swing with the waist. Yeah, so you kind of get like that, as if a door's just blown over on the hinge. You know, just that little flex at the end. And then turning the waist again, so as the foot comes down, turning the waist and blowing out. Try not to be too robotic with the arms. Let the waist we're also turning the head, and the turning of the head really again is just exaggerating and getting this waist and this core moving. So again, if you do it with me, so when you're first starting this, I recommend 5 minutes a day. Of course, you're responsible for your own health, read all the terms and conditions and all of that. But in my experience, kind of good diet, eat good food, Guolin walk, 5 minutes a day, and then increasing to 15 minutes. Try and do it in the morning, before or after breakfast. Probably after breakfast, just to give you, because we're lifting up the body, it'll help with digestion of the food. So, with me, we're going to start left foot forwards, and we're just going to go round in a circle. So, left foot forwards. We're going to turn the waist to the left. Let the the hands float round to the left. Turn the head to the left. 2 breaths in. So, stepping out, 2 breaths in, turn to the waist. Breathing out, turn the waist. 2 breaths in, turn the waist. Breath out. So now you want to go with the flow a little bit and just let the waist do it. So, 2 breaths in, breathe out. 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 And just relax more as you do it. 2 breaths in, breathe out. And just come back to the center. And then we're going to do it, if you can do circles, great. So now we're going to do it stepping off with the right foot. So again, turning the waist and the hands to the right, turning the head to the right. So, 2 breaths in, step out to the right. Breathe out, to the left. 2 breaths in, breathe out. 2 breaths in, breathe out. 2 breaths in, starting to relax, breathe out. And then relaxing. So just see how you feel with it. Drink plenty of water. If you're interested, drop me an email, and there's lots of good books out there on Qigong for illness. Hope it works. Stay healthy, happy mind, calm spirit. Be amazing, because you are.